one goal. That is the entire defensive record of a World Cup finalist across 7 matches against some of the most dangerous attacks left in the tournament. This is the story of the defense nobody has broken, and the one team in this entire tournament that might be built to break it anyway, in the final minutes when everyone else has already assumed the game is decided. Spain have conceded exactly once in this entire World Cup. Not once per match, not once per stage. Once, total, across 7 complete games, against 7 different opponents, including some of the most talented attacking lineups in the competition. The lone breach came against Belgium in the quarterfinal, a 2-1 win that still ended in Spain's favour. Every other opponent has been shut out completely. Portugal, gone scoreless. France in the semi-final, reduced to nothing. That France's performance deserves its own moment. Kylian Mbappe, the tournament's leading scorer entering that match, finished with 34 touches and 3 shots, 0 on target. He did not attempt his first shot until the 67th minute. Ousmane Dembele and Michael Olise were rendered almost invisible. Spain won 2-0, and by the numbers it was not particularly close. Opta confirmed it afterward. Spain became the first team in the entire history of the World Cup to record 6 clean sheets in a single tournament. 6, not 4, not 5. 6 matches where the opposition simply could not score. The expected goals Spain conceded in that semi-final against France was 0.3, the lowest faced by any nation in a World Cup semi-final since Brazil against Sweden in 1994. Spain have not trailed in a single match this entire tournament, unbeaten in 37 consecutive games, a run stretching back to a friendly loss in March of 2024. In actual competitive fixtures, the last defeat traces back to a Euro qualifier in March of 2023. So here is the question hanging over the final. What happens when this defense meets the one team in the tournament built specifically to break defenses late? Argentina do not just win matches, they survive them, then detonate in the final minutes. 12 of their 19 goals this World Cup have come after the 75th minute. 12 of 19. That is not a small sample or a coincidence buried in the stats. That is the identity of this team. If you are new here, this is exactly the kind of pattern this channel exists to break down. The moments and numbers that explain a result before it even happens. Subscribe if that sounds like your thing, then let's get into how Argentina actually does this. Against Egypt in the round of 16, Argentina trailed by 2 goals with 11 minutes remaining. A missed penalty made it look finished, then 3 goals arrived in the closing minutes, the last a stoppage time header that sent them through in one of the great World Cup comebacks in recent memory. Against England in the semi-final, the same pattern. Down 1-0 deep into the second half, Argentina scored twice in the final 10 minutes, the winner landing in the 2nd minute of stoppage time. This is not a team that simply hopes for a late chance to arrive. This is a team that appears engineered to create one, no matter what the scoreline reads, with 10 minutes left on the clock. Fitness, mentality, substitutions, all of it seems built around, finishing stronger than whoever they are playing. And there is one more layer to this final that has nothing to do with tactics. This is being described as Lionel Messi's last World Cup. Every match he plays from here carries weight beyond the result alone. If Argentina are going to test the best defense in the tournament's history in the biggest possible moment, it will be with their captain fully aware of what this specific final represents for him personally. Spain and Argentina enter this match ranked 2nd and 1st in the world respectively, the highest ranked pairing to ever meet in a World Cup final. One team built an impenetrable defensive record across 7 matches without ever trailing. The other built its entire tournament around the final 10 minutes of matches everyone else assumed were already decided. Whoever wins on Sunday, the story of how they got there is already written. A defense that refused to break for 7 straight matches. A team that refused to accept a scoreline until the final whistle actually arrived. The defense nobody has broken is about to face the one team in this tournament that has made a habit of finding a way.